No, not really. I'm afraid that the time will not allow me to keep asking many questions, but I still have some, like 2 or 3 questions, considering the time we have now. So coming to your personal experience, after celebrating 125 years, what kind of church do you hope to see in the next 20 or even 50 years?
That's a very tricky question. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one because the church, I don't think, well, maybe if you ask the cardinal or parish priest, maybe they will give a better answer. But for me, it would be a little bit difficult because I think the situations we are living today are more challenging maybe than even in the past. Because, you know, life today seems to be more difficult than in the past. Why? People are now focused on work, trying to make ends meet, trying to survive, trying to cope with the current, you know, difficulties of life. So basically, people are reducing, I think, I don't know whether I'm right, you correct me if I'm wrong, but people apparently are reducing the time they are allocating to God. Yeah? There is a principle that many congregations use about how one can balance life. So they say we have 24 hours. 8 hours for work, 8 hours for rest, and 8 hours for God. So 8 hours for God dedicated for prayer, for almsgiving, for charity, for like deliberately and intentionally saying that these 8 hours are for my Creator. Then for work, to survive, to provide bread for my family, to do ABCD, to participate in the development activities and everything, 8 hours. So if you add up all those, it becomes 24 hours. But today, if you look around, you might realize that we don't deliberately give even 1 hour to God and, should I say, to the church, or to where we belong for our spiritual life. I don't know what is the most driving factor, but I think it's because life has become difficult. It has become competitive. So you have to run very fast with the technology, with the requirements in your employment. If you're working for PACIS TV, there are a lot of programs. So if you're working somewhere else, you want to spend maybe even the whole day, 24 hours in work. So you can get money to do ABCD because the resources are not enough, are no longer enough. So if you ask me, the church I would want to see tomorrow, maybe in the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, for me, of course, I would desire a church that is more whose members have a better quality Christians. Yeah, and they can influence the society in terms of ethical conduct, in terms of moral conduct, but also in terms of the development of the humankind in all aspects, but also in accordance, of course, with what we can call the natural law. So what God would commend as good. So I would say a church that changes the society in terms of values, good values that would drive the beauty that we can see, the happiness, the peace. So a church that contributes a lot to peace and harmony in society, so that you say this has been the contribution of the church, not only really for the church that has practices. You know that nowadays I think we are at a good level of evangelization. So at least, you know, like in Rwanda, someone, because you know the Christianity in Rwanda is very high. So at least we have, someone has heard about Jesus Christ and about the gospel. Yeah? About what Jesus preached. At least many people have already, you know, you go for mass maybe at least every Sunday, if you are a good Christian. And there are those that go for mass every day. So you have heard the word of God. At least you have heard, you know it, it can come to your mind every day, because every day the word of God is read. But how is that put in practice? That's the question. So for me, the church, I would want to see, of course there are challenges, you know, the devil is also, you know, maybe there
everywhere trying to use all possible channels.
And with agents, and you know, there are various thoughts and you know, challenging, you know, insights. But for me, I would say I would love to see a church that is creating a very powerful impact in the way people are living. So there is peace, there is harmony, there is love, there is care in the lives of the people. So much. By the way, also, the other day I had a conversation with my wife, and she was telling me that in the Eastern Province, and I think Kayonza, and those are some parts in the Eastern Province. Some of these things I don't follow. Sometimes I get lost because I maybe being very busy. That there are some mayors. Yeah, sorry to say this around here, that were removed, because there are people who, I mean, that's the way maybe the social media has it, that there are people that are starving, and starving to death, and also I think she also talked of some men that are leaving their homes and disappearing.
Yeah. That was reported in many news outlets. It was reported in Dago area. Yes, because
if your son or daughter cries for bread and you can't provide, you are not really a father. All cries for